Hey peoples, Karina here, coming to you with this video. As you see, the title is below. Well, we're just gonna make this the first video of the day. So I got like sunshine all over me and whatnot. Got my curtain open. We just gonna call this a choppy water series, okay? Little shit that some of the divine feminines are not thinking about. Like, I know I made a video the other day about dotting your I's and crossing your T's for divine masculine and divine feminine. Some of us have different, like, how do I want to say it? Different situations surrounding our journeys. And to those who be faking like they are in one and you saying that everything is peachy keen just because you found somebody and y'all are together, that does not mean y'all are on a journey, a twin flame journey. I mean, that might be your damn, they be your whatever. They can be your damn soulmate. They can be your goddamn karmic. And karmics don't always come out acting mean in the beginning, okay? It always starts off nice. So only time will tell with that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if you cannot pick up the other person's energy and you cannot feel what they are feeling, I'm talking about like picking up on their energy without even picking up a pack of cards or anything. I'm talking about like waking up out of your sleep feeling some type of way because this person is feeling some type of way. Yeah, you're not on a twin flame journey if you seriously can't feel what the other person is dealing with on a deep ass fucking level. That shit'll run your ass fucking crazy, okay? Yeah. Boyfriend, girlfriend, and oh, we're happy together, we never have arguments. Okay, that is not your twin flame. Might be your soulmate, person that you can just say, hey, let's just do it. I love you, you love me. Yeah, y'all want some Barney shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit, somebody soulmate name might be Barney for all the fuck that I know. For all that I know. You never fucking know. But the choppy waters that most folks do not want to discuss is this right here. And we just gonna call this part 1 because there's way more to this here shits than just this, okay? You gotta think about, say if my twin flame come back and they got, you know, say you a divine feminine, or say whoever is watching this video, yo divine holy other, say they didn't have no kids when you met them, but then on this long break that y'all had, they end up having kids. Can you accept them? Or are you going to be looking at the kids as a constant reminder of the deepest hurt and the longest separation of your life from that person? These are questions you need to ask yourself. Can you forgive? Can you still love that person? Did this person literally try to move on with their life for feeling like you didn't want to be there? Or did they just push you out because they wanted the opinions of other people who they tried it their way and it didn't work? You have to think about these things. I know it's going to be bliss when they get back into your presence and y'all are going to want to hug and kiss and talk and everything like that and fuck. But think about the deeper issues. Otherwise, you don't want to have your divine masculine back in your life or your divine feminine back in your life, and then y'all going through another motherfucking separation because you or the other person had to learn something. It's like this. The way that I look at it is like, the way I look at it is like this. Once a person comes to the sudden realization, if they've been manipulated all their life in the name of religion, you kind of can't get mad if that person was people pleasing. You kind of can't get mad. But then on the other hand, this person knew full and well what they wanted. And it's like, the choppiest part of the water in that situation is this. Your divine masculine may or may not decide to come back to you due to the fact that it depends on the weakness or the strength of your divine masculine. It's like this. Some divine masculines are so weak that what the karmic say is law, and God gotta literally give them a Job experience before they realize what the fuck is supposed to be for them. You know, a lot of y'all don't want that in your life, okay? So you literally willing to worry yourself sick just to please other people. If it's one thing I've learned, in being in karmic relationships before and after meeting my twin, is this. Anything that's not meant to be, it doesn't matter how hard you try to make it work, it will never be, okay? And that's just facts. You can try, you can put on the best show or whatever, it's not going to last. And the longer you stay in it, the more you're fucking yourself up for your real divine partner. And I'm just putting that shit out there plain and simple and straight to the point as I know how. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people will literally sit and say, oh, I can't leave this situation because I was fatherless and I don't want my kids to be without a father. There's plenty of people that get to see their daddy and they're not in the home with the mother. Make it make sense. The only reason that shit's happening is because these bitter ass baby mamas, and as much as some of y'all don't want to hear this, male and female, anybody coming across this watching, sometimes the way to keep a nigga actually is calling them out of a baby. But what the fuck? That shit doesn't work on everybody. And that's one thing I don't ever want to fucking do. But the people that I've seen it happen to, well, I'm going to say 90% stayed. I am the part of the 10% that say fuck the dumb shit and decided to fucking get out. I was forced into marriage because I had a child with my son's daddy. Oh, of course that's a no-brainer, having a child with your so-and-so daddy. Yeah. My boyfriend at the time or whatever like that, I was 17, I got pregnant, I was 18, I had my son. I'm 39 now, so boom, he's 20. But the whole point of the matter is, when people get caught up in old ass traditions, sad to say, just because they don't want to disrespect their elders, they stay in toxicity. At what point can one literally say that their divine is literally divine? when they're not operating as a divine. You can love a person all you want to. But if that person is ignoring what God is telling them, then sometimes you have to just be like, you know what? Contact me when you know what the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? That's by no means saying give up on your divine mate. Let their ass grow into their divinity, okay? If that makes sense. It's like, say somebody is a king or a queen over something. I mean, they can't wear the crown as a baby, right? But that's their title. So they got to grow into that shit. You know what I'm saying? They got to be groomed for that. It's like, I really wish I didn't feel some of the shit that I feel from my divine masculine going through whatever he's dealing with. Because I got up today and it was like, I seen a flash of, in my mind, him walking around in his place, choking back tears. Because every time he's awake, and there's my little air freshener thing over there, every time he's awake, he's feeling some type of way and barely can sleep. I'm like this. The journey is not as easy as some people try and make it out to be. Matter of fact, the fact that you always have to try to make it be something that is not, means that you're not really on no type of journey. Seriously, this is not something that you ask for. Okay? One good thing that I've always been able to do is jump out of a situation if it did not suit me. I didn't care what nobody think, and I take a lot of pride in that, knowing the fact that I can jump out of a situation that's really fucked up if it doesn't serve me. There are so many unhappy people in this world, all because they want to please others. So it's like this. Yes, wait for your divine masculine if that's what you want to do. But I'm going to say this. I'm not finna be waiting no 20 more fucking years for that. Not no 20 fucking years. I mean, be realistic. It's not even going to take that long. But what I'm saying is that once you already start getting synchronicities and signs that they on their way back, it's like a lot of other shit you got to deal with. You got to look at to me, it's like this. I can have all the faith in the world for something. All the faith in the world. But then you have to have faith without expectations of how the fuck it's going to happen, if that makes sense. Because usually the time that my twin would always resurface in my life is right after some catastrophic shit. And this pandemic is some catastrophic shit. But anyway, that's just how it's been going for the 15 years, okay? Had I known that I was on... They didn't have information out there about no twin flames 15 years ago. Who the fuck was going to know about that? And anyway, had I found out early in the game what the fuck it was, I would have said hell to the no to that, okay? Because that is a pain that it's a bittersweet pain that you cannot ever know. And if you can walk away from your twin that easy, you are not divine. I'm not sorry. I don't apologize. You got people out here hollering about what you got materially. You better go ask anybody watching this that know or is connected to my divine masculine. You better go ask the goddamn Karmic. If money creates happiness, y'all better go ask his karmic if money can buy you love, because I guarantee whatever the fuck you doing, I promise you, you might be essential to she might be essential to everybody else out here, but I'm essential to him. I'm essential to him in that heart space. Can you say the same? No, you can't. A lot of these men have been trapped because of kids, stuck because of kids. And it's not the kids' fault. They didn't ask to be here. 99.999% of karmics already knew that the person they was fucking and having a baby with was not supposed to be. They knew they was fucking somebody else's holy other. They knew that. They fucking knew that. They knew that. They knew that. And that's why they felt that they had to hurry up and do it. Hell, to be honest, I feel like some of y'all masculines are taking care of babies that ain't even y'all's. I knew a dude that was doing it. I ain't gonna say all divine masculines watching this, they supposed baby mama ain't really, y'all ain't really the father. But I bet if half y'all went on Maury, y'all would see 1 out of 6 ain't yours. 1 out of 6 probably don't be yours. That's not for all divine masculines. I'm just saying, you got some bitches that know you want to be a daddy real bad and say, let me just fuck everybody, and since I'm with him, we just gonna say the baby is with him. Because I dated this guy one time, and we got in some conversation. I don't even know why the conversation came up, but he had a better answer for it than what I thought he was gonna have. And this was like before I met my twin. I was dating this guy. I was probably about 21 or some shit like that. About 21. I don't remember. I was kind of fast a lot back then, okay? I done slowed the fuck down a lot. But anywho, dated this one guy, and he was like, y'all ignored it. Anyways, I'm not editing that out. They trying to feed folks, okay? But anyway, anywho, I asked the guy about his baby mama because she was so nice to me, and she had 2 kids or whatever like that. But like I said, I was with him, like when I was with him, he had these kids coming into the relationship. He didn't have these kids during a break, so he came with the kids. And it was a lot of shit. Like, their relationship couldn't work because the oldest one said, I don't like you, and I'm gonna make sure you're gone. Is anything I can do? I was like, what the fuck? Like, this little child could have been the devil. You know what I'm saying? That little girl was the devil. She just didn't like nobody around her daddy. Come to find out, he was like, you know, I'm not really either one of those 2 little girls' fathers. I was like, well, wait a minute. We going to get them like every weekend, doing this, doing that, going by them stuff. He was like, well, I wanted to be a father so bad. And when she got pregnant with the little one, I knew it wasn't mine because I seen the dude she was sleeping with, and the baby looked just like the dude. And he knew about it. And he said because he really wanted to be a father, he never questioned her. But he told me he already knew. Well, he knew the first child obviously wasn't his, because when he got with her, that baby was really small, like a year or 2 old. And he had just been in her life for like some years, and that's the only daddy she know. But the baby, he openly admitted and said, well, that one wasn't his. He just wanted to be a father. And I was like, wow. So some of y'all divine masculines are scared to know the truth. Some of y'all, you be thinking a motherfucker love you. You better think again. Now, you can tell if a child is yours and you can tell if it ain't yours. I mean, shit, when y'all got the same fucking face features and shit, 9 times out of 10, it's yours, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't really look like my mama or my daddy too much. Neither one. I look more, I don't know. I look more like my ancestors and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the Moors, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what I want to say. But yeah, I'm going to have to take this video to the room. Because, yeah, the way the sun is like positioning itself, I'm not really loving it right now. But anyway, this video about to be over with. But I just felt like I wanted to say that. Some of y'all is literally taking care of kids that's not even your seed. And some of y'all, by the time y'all find out that y'all kids ain't y'all kids, and that's not for all divine masculines or all whatever like that. That's not all, okay? Because you can backtrack, find dates. You could do whatever. You better look at all your homeboys and make sure none of your kids don't resemble your homeboys. I'm just saying, I've seen some people in situations like that, and that shit don't be pretty. Okay? Make sure that baby don't belong to one of them homeboys. Or somebody she claiming to be one of her kinfolk. But the baby look just like that nigga. Some of y'all watching this video gonna go start looking at motherfuckers real close. But anyway, if you know your kids is your kids, then it's cool. But I mean, for a man to just open up and just tell me that back then, and just openly admit, say, so-and-so ain't my kids, but I always wanted to be a dad, so I always took care of them and this and that. It's like, wow. Some of this shit bitches do, you know what I'm saying? Pussy really is a weapon these days. Pussy worse than corona, okay? It depends. Some pussy you get in that motherfucker, it'll fuck your life up for good, you know what I'm saying? Every ass that you see ain't meant to be slapped, okay? Everything that you think you wanted, I'm telling you, these hoes is trying to murder your ass spiritually, you know what I'm saying? Fuck up your whole life to where you don't never be happy. All you doing is changing shitty diapers and slowly dying inside because you refuse to save that dick and the co-creation for the motherfucker you really love. See, that's some of y'all's karma right now. Now, I done did my shit and I was like, look, I refuse to have another child with somebody I do not love. And I'm thankful that I didn't have any more kids. Like, even with my twin to say, oh, if we don't have no kid back then that mean we ain't meant to be. No, honey, look, that doesn't mean that. What that means is I didn't want our, because he was saying that if we would have got pregnant, then, I mean, it was like a freaking accident, okay? I mean, shit happens, but you be like, okay, I'm cool with it because I love the person. I'm cool with it. I'm not even going to be like panicked. But the thing is, I don't want a pregnancy before marriage. Because sometimes when you get somebody pregnant before you get married to them, and then you find out the real them, you done just gave your life over laying next to Satan, okay? So think about that. Don't fucking stay in somewhere that you ain't fucking happy, bro, just for somebody to fucking love you. You know what I'm saying? If mama, daddy, sister, brother don't agree with you being out of a situation so you can be happy, I mean, kids don't ask to come here. But you got to be aware that some of these bitches is out here trapping because they know that your heart belongs to somebody else. Pussy power is real. You know what I'm saying? Some of these hoes be using that shit for evil. And if I got to get a motherfucker to marry me by popping out his baby first, then I don't fucking want you. You know what I'm saying? I want that shit back like in the old school. I done already did it wrong 20 years ago. Even my own son say, what the fuck you pick him to be my daddy for? That was his exact words. He said, that nigga ain't, woo. Anyway, and I ain't never told him his daddy wasn't shit. He grew up and saw the shit all on his own. So sometimes don't think that some people be thinking they gonna keep everything shush, shush, hush, hush. And that the kids ain't gonna find out how you really feel about the other parent. Because even if they have to wait and get grown, they gonna see some shit that you didn't tell them. Or even worse, they can end up growing up and being in a situation like having to lie to kick it, like to please other people. And that's where you as a parent got to step up and say, if it don't help you sleep at night, don't do it. Because I know I had to tell that to my son before. Like, if it, like, shit, I don't care how I feel about your girl. If you comfortable with that, that's you. I don't make your decisions. Like I said in the past video, the only reason I don't be liking her like that is because she butt in and started talking shit while me and him are talking. So it's like this, whatever you, I mean, shit, I tried to love her. It's like with any goddamn bitch he brought around. I tried to love him based upon the fact that they liked him. You know what I'm saying? I try to give a bitch the benefit of the doubt. As long as you don't disrespect me. If my son can put up with your fuckery, that's you and him. I mean, if your life ain't in danger or nothing like that, fuck what my opinion is. And if your mama really care about you, that should be her only opinion too. Divine masculines. You gonna have to put your motherfucking foot down. Mama is not wifey. And wifey will never be mama. Okay? Understand that. Choppy waters segments. Number 2, coming in a hot ass minute. Bye.